I'm Martina Tierney, Occupational Therapist and Clinical Director at Seating Matters. Today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of research to support your clinical judgment and to justify your decisions in clinical seating provision. At Seating Matters, we carried out a comprehensive 2-year study with real people creating real results. The real-life challenges that we face during the 2-year research project are real challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis. The research was carried out by independent leading researchers at Ulster University, Northern Ireland. This was the first and only clinical research of its kind that was carried out into specialist seating. Prior to the commencement of the clinical trials, full ethical approval was granted by OREC. This was to ensure the validity of the research and the results. The study involved a mixed method design. We used both qualitative and quantitative tools, both standardised and those designed by the researchers. The participants were recruited from 3 large nursing homes and randomly selected into 2 groups, a control group and an intervention group. The results were staggering and confirmed what I already knew, that proper assessment and seating provision has a huge impact in reducing the incidence of pressure ulcers and improving the quality of life of our clients. The results showed an 88% reduction in pressure ulcers during the clinical trial, and no new pressure ulcers were recorded during this time. There was an increase in oxygen saturation levels by 95%. Obviously this had an impact on the reduction of pressure ulcers because the tissue was being re-oxygenated when the person was seated properly. There was an improvement in posture and physiological functioning and a dramatic improvement in functional independence. Clients were feeding themselves independently and taking drinks of water, and care staff reported that it was much easier to feed the clients while they were seated properly. There was a significant reduction in the number of times the client had to be repositioned in the chair following provision of specialist seating. In one instance, a person had to be repositioned 15 to 20 times per day. Following proper assessment and provision of specialised seating, this was reduced to 2 to 3 times per day. There was a reduction in the use of lap belts and restraints, and a marked reduction in the use of pain medication. One of the significant outcomes of the research was the reduction in the use of specialist cushions. During the clinical trials, 92% of clients remained on the Seating Matters cushion. Prior to this research, the cushion was always deemed to be the most significant factor in pressure management, and this led us to look at why there was no need for upgrade. As a result of these findings, we have come up with the 4 principles of pressure management in seating. To summarise the 4 principles, the first principle is, number 1, to load the body. The second principle, number 2, is to provide postural support. Principle number 3 is to have regular change of position. Every 2 hours is recommended. And number 4 is the cushion. We deliberately put the cushion to be the number 4 because if we don't address 1, 2 and 3, the cushion will not be effective. I think this is a very important message that we need to get out to our clinicians, because in the past too much emphasis is placed on the cushion as a means to manage pressure. For more in-depth information on the 4 principles of pressure management, request a copy of the Clinicians Seating Handbook. As an occupational therapist, my passion is to educate as many people as possible on the impact that poor sitting has on pressure ulcer development and on the quality of life of our clients. This research has been designed to be replicated in your facility. If you would like further information on training or any assistance with assessment, please contact me at Seating Matters.